Big question, why do we like symmetry? Symmetry is important to our world, and it adds a lot of beauty, and it can make us or enable us to understand the world in a more beautiful way. We can make best use of symmetry in a lot of things, such as designs, such as our cars that we use every day. Symmetry is a very interesting topic that we will approach in this unit 7, okay? Look at the picture and discuss it with your class. Where can you see symmetry? We can see symmetry in our bodies, in our face, in our bodies, arms. The two arms will be identical to each other if we fold them or line them up. Why do you think this building is symmetrical? Because if we divide it into two halves, they will be identical. Number C, think and answer the question. What is symmetry? Number 2, where can you see symmetry? Number 3, do you like the way symmetrical things look like? Why or why not? Number 4, how is symmetry useful? Symmetry is when you categorize or when you're dividing something into two halves, they will be the same, they will be identical. Where can you see symmetry? In buildings, in designs, in our bodies, in a lot of things around us in our life. In birds, in elephants, okay, in sponges, they aren't symmetrical, no, but in birds, they are symmetrical. Do you like, number 3, do you like the way symmetrical things look? For me or for anybody, yeah. Why? Because they make us understand the world and its beauty in an easier and more beautiful way. Number 4, how is symmetry useful? Symmetry useful for us, as we said in the above mentioned, understand the world in a more beautiful way, and also use it in a lot of inventions, designs, buildings, and so on. Discuss this topic with your class. Fill out the big question chart. What do you know about symmetry? What do you want to know? We know, as we said, the information beforehand, but what do you want to know? You can ask me if you want to know a lot of information. You can also look on the internet and search. You can depend on yourself, and we can share each other's opinion in order to introduce more useful information or ideas. Let's have a look at the vocab concerning symmetry. Listen and say the words, then listen and read the sentences. Symmetrical, symmetrical, equilateral, equilateral, identical, identical, infinite, infinite, reproduce, reproduce, repetition, repetition, extended, extended, interlocking, interlocking, dimensions, dimensions, structures, structures, internal, internal, arrangement, arrangement, aesthetic, aesthetic. Number 1, the wings of a butterfly are symmetrical. They both have the same shape. Number 2, this triangle is equilateral. All of its sides are the same length. Number 3, Nick and Nate are identical twins. It's almost impossible to tell them apart. Number 4, the universe is infinite. It goes on and on forever. Number 5, please use the copier to reproduce this letter. Number 6, machines use repetition to do the same thing again and again. Number 7, I extended the ladder to make it longer. Number 8, this puzzle has 5,000 interlocking pieces. Number 9, we measured the room's dimensions to find out its size. Number 10, building a structure like a skyscraper takes careful planning. Number 11, to see the internal parts of a watch, you have to open it. Number 12, do you like the arrangement of this room, or should I move the table? Number 12, do you like the arrangement of this room, or should I move the table? Number 13, this painting has aesthetic appeal. I like the way it looks. Vocabularies. Symmetrical, having two halves that are exactly the same in size and shape. This is a picture of of it. It refers to engineering shapes. One line of symmetry, two lines of symmetry, no line symmetry. If we divide them into two halves, they will be identical, as we said. Equilateral, used to describe a shape whose sides are all the same length. An equilateral triangle. This is the picture of an equilateral triangle. Infinite, adjective without limits, extremely large or great. An infinite number or variety. The universe is theoretically infinite with infinite patience. She explains the complex procedure to us. Infinite, this is a picture of infinite. Identical, adjective exactly the same or very similar. I have got 3 identical blue suits. Identical. Definition of reproduce, word frequency. Reproduce, word form, third person singular. Present tense reproduces, present participle reproducing. Past tense, past participle reproduced. Verb, if you try to reproduce something, you try to copy it. I shall not try to reproduce the policeman. Synonym, copy, recreate, replicate. Reproduce, this is the picture of reproduce. Extend, verb used with object to stretch out, draw out to the full length. He extended the measuring tape as far as it would go. To stretch, draw, or arrange in a given direction or so as to reach a particular point as a cord, wall, or a line of troops. Extend is the picture of extend. Repetition, noun, the act of repeating or doing, saying or writing something again, repeated action, performance, production or presentation, repeated utterance, reiteration, something made by or resulting from, repeating, reproduction, copy or replica. This is a picture of repetition. Similar image, repetition. Dimension, noun, mathematics, property of space, extension in a given direction. A straight line has 1 dimension. Parallelogram has 2 dimensions. Interlocking, adjective, interlocking. Firmly joined together, especially by one part fitting into another. This jigsaw puzzle has 1,000 interlocking pieces. The fish has strong jaws and sharp interlocking teeth. Dimension, this picture of dimension. Structure, noun, structure. Made of a mode of building, construction or organization, arrangement of parts, elements or constituent. A pyramidal structure. Internal, adjective, situated or existing in the interior of something, interior of, relating to or noting the inside or inner part. Internal. Arrangement, noun, an act of arranging, a state of being arranged, the manner or way in which things are arranged, a tactful arrangement of the seating at dinner. A final settlement, adjustment by agreement. The arrangement with the rebels lasted only 2 weeks. Usually arrangements, preparatory measures, plans, preparations. They made arrangements for an early departure. Arrangement, this is the arrangement of the fruits in a certain shape or order. Aesthetic, adjective, relating to the philosophy of aesthetic. Concerned with notions such as the beautiful and the ugly, relating to the science of aesthetics. Concerned with the study of the mind and emotions in relation to the sense of beauty, having a sense of the beautiful characterized by a love of beauty. This is for our vocab in Unit 7. I hope that you can understand them well and you can employ them well in writing and understanding our lessons. Thank you. Bye-bye.